right, bro, we recording.
All right, welcome everybody to Travel in the Culture. Um, I'm Gangzilla 100, but I'm with one of my guys, man. Real thorough dude, man. He been traveling, been doing his thing, man. And he's from New York. I'm an upstate boy. But he's from Harlem. But yeah, I've been traveling, man. But my guy, he's been doing it good. So I always say, when you travel, there's a difference in traveling. When we travel to go to the beach, to sit on the beach, to have the water, have the waves hitting your toes while you ordering margaritas, and you trying to ask the waiter what kind of food you want, but you can't speak no English, so you got to pull out the translator for her to talk to you. That's traveling. You know what I mean?
That's traveling, my
You
boy.
know what I mean? So when you in a
Yeah.
hotel, when you on 8 floors up, and you looking out the window, you on the side of a mountain, you see a bear or you see an eagle swooping down in the water, picking and plucking a fish out the water. That's
Facts.
traveling, my dude.
That's facts. That's
You
big
know what I
facts.
mean? So when you on a boat, you floating up to the Atlantic Ocean, 5 days. You seeing icebergs in the middle of Alaska. You know, um,
That's all you, bro. I don't know
that's
nothing about.
traveling. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know nothing about that one.
But
That's all
basically
you,
that's
man.
traveling though, you know what I mean, my dude?
Yeah, that's
So
big.
but yeah, what we gonna do is travel in the culture is we gonna break it down different. We got a bad rap for us black dudes traveling, speaking on women when traveling is more than women. So what we gonna do is we gonna shed a light on the aspects of the culture, the food, what it was like to travel, what it was like to get there,
Mhm.
the things you get on your travels, how many countries you've been to, you know, that's traveling, my dude. The nightclubs over there. So, also we're gonna help you promote your businesses, anything you got going on. That's what us brothers need to do. We need to look out for each other and stick out that arm or stick out that foot for each other over that fence. You know what I mean? So that's what travel and the culture means. That's what we also gonna do. We also got our travel and the culture Facebook and Instagram page up. So once we have Kev on for maybe 3 or 4 or 5 episodes, once we start getting big, we're gonna go live, and then Kev's gonna post up some of the locations he's been to on the page, so you can see he got receipts to where he been, so you know what he's doing. You know what I mean? So, and then that way your fans can come and interact with you on the page, and question you and asking you about some of the places you've been, the food, and et cetera, et cetera. So, I'm gonna take it away and let you, do your thing, my dude.
Appreciate you, bro. First and foremost, man, I gotta give my flowers to my man right here first. Touchdown, and I remember it like it was yesterday, baby. Touchdown in Tijuana. He said, "Come to the crib. Come to the crib. What you mean? Come to the crib." I was like, "All right." And man, it wasn't just me, bro. It was a couple of good brothers. That I've actually traveled to other places with as well. Um, but yeah, man, Gaines gave us that true Southern hospitality because we was down there in Mexico. So, but yeah, showed us Mexico, man. Showed us some good places to eat. You brought us into your life, brought us into your home, showed us how you were living down there, and it wasn't living badly either. My G, you was living good down there. I mean, you still are. I mean, not say that, but yeah, man, you was living good, man. You know what I mean? Coming from, where you come from, upstate New York, and I'm from Harlem, man. We know what it is. I mean, we
Yeah,
Harlem babies, baby. So we grew up at the end of the, uh, you know, Alpo, those days. I came in at the end of that 84 to 90. The game was shutting down. 90s was getting crazy, but the Harlem was changing. And yeah, man, my upbringing was a little different, bro. My pops raised me, my mom's, so it was a little bit different than the status quo. So my outlooks on life was a little different. My pops always instilled in us values from an early age. We always had to accept the consequences to our actions, and he
right.
showed us that from early age that if this is what you're going to do, this is what the repercussions of that's going to be, and that's life from now until we ain't here no more. So I think that's what a lot of cats, especially us, black men, are missing. We really don't understand that life has its ups and its downs, but it's a means to it and there's an end to it. And we can get to that part. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, raised by my pops, Harlem, USA. Went to high school, college in New York City. Didn't really travel at all, bro. Didn't do nothing. Was square game. Held down the job. Dealt with females in the states. Did what we did, bro. We did what we did, man. From Harlem, baby. So he's out there talking it up, talking that good game, man. But I always felt like it was something missing. Always felt like I was missing out on something. And never been the type of dude to really play the hood too close. Never go on the street corners and all that. Just wasn't my scene, wasn't my vibe. And I had people that did that, and I let them do that, and they let me do me. So we always all love at the end of the day. But yeah, man, I lived that life. Went to college, got a good career. I work in the IT space, still do to this day, and it's afforded me a lot of opportunities. You know what I mean, to travel and to kind of get the opportunity to lead a country. As we know, as you know, and as I know, a lot of brothers that we come up with, they don't have that opportunity no more due to the decisions that they made, right? So I say all of
Yeah.
that just to say, man, it's a domino effect, bro. From my pops explaining it to me, and I'm gonna explain it to my kid, that our actions have a consequence. And for some cats growing up, this travel game, bro, is we so ignorant to it, right? I think as we
Yeah.
go, we we come in contact with some people, bro, that never leave Brooklyn, never leave the Bronx, never leave Harlem, or maybe they do, but the furthest they'll go is maybe Miami. You know what I'm saying? Or go see their cousins down south or something. That's who I was. You know what I'm saying? That's what I could talk from that. But
And the piggyback off that, Kev, well, at our younger days, that's what we call traveling, correct? That's what we would call traveling, going
that's what
somewhere,
we would
right?
call traveling, bro. That's working a 3-quarter job at Old Navy. I went to Miami, and that opened my eyes, like, what I'm saying, like this. You know what I mean? But it was a awakening, but I still felt like I had to get that bag first. You know what I'm saying? I had to get that money first. I had to be this person of status and wealth to get these bad chicks. You know what I'm saying? And one night, I'll give you a story. One night I'm sitting in with my homeboys, whatever. We sitting in club, one of these clubs in New York City, bro. And I'm at the peak of my, man, I got bread in my pocket, got my own crib, got the charger outside, sitting on two's deuces. You know what I mean? I'm at that pinnacle. You know what I mean? That's
For
that
sure.
place where you feel like,
For
all
sure. For
right,
sure.
bro, we
I'm
about to
that
get up.
dude right now.
I'm that dude right now, bro. And man, bro, I tried to get into. I went up to VIP and all that, and it was like, yeah, it's gonna be da 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 da. And I had the bread, and I just thought to myself, like, yo, man, this it got to be something better than this. Just this right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
got to be something better than this. So, fast forward, ended up, still going through life, doing my thing. Got a little girl, got a little shorty, was with her for a little bit. And shit wasn't adding up, bro. Just this wasn't was part of my language. Just wasn't where I needed it to be, bro. Just this
Hey,
felt like
so first thing, like me, my first traveling bug, I went to Alabama and I moved down there and it was like slower. There was
mhm.
10 years slower than we was. So that was like my first introduction to moving, getting away.
Mhm.
What was the first time when you said, yo, I gotta leave New York and get out of here? And because either if you don't, you're gonna get caught up in the cycle or you just gonna be running on the treadmill standing still.
Nah, bro. It was after that. It was really after that relationship, bro. I had to take a step back and be like, what am I going to do? Am I going to play this game and continue to play this game with these females and this life? And because at that time, bro, you got to think about it. At that time, I got my own place, got my own car, got a good job. So really, females are going to flock to you because you present security, right?
Yep.
But on the flip side of that, what are they bringing to you? You know what I mean? It may be a good time for a night or so, but no real substance. You know what I mean? No, nothing real that I could get behind at that point in time. So for me, that bug hit me when one of my homeboys I played football with. I played semi-pro ball my younger days. He kept talking about Paradise Island, Paradise Island. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? What's going on? And this is my man. I knew him from when we was young. And
Uh-huh.
he was telling me, "Yeah, you're not ready, bro. You're not ready, and all this and that." And at the time when we first brought it up, I was with a female. And once that was done, I went back to him. I was like, "What you talking about, bro?" He let it out. He was like, "Yeah, he was talking about DR." So I'm like, "DR, okay." He's like, "Yeah, he
Ah,
was talking about DR." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "When the next time you're going?" So me being in the situation that I was in, I was cool. I was like, "Yeah, get your passport." So ran down to the post office, took care of my business. That came in. A couple weeks later, you're like, "Yo, we're gonna stay here, here, here." We stayed. I distinctly remember we staying at the Europa
and then DR.
in Sasua. Yep.
And so, hey, so
Mhm.
quick question. We're not gonna dog the DR women. We're not gonna do that
Nah,
because
that's
it
all
ain't
love.
their fault. It ain't
Yeah,
their
it's all
fault. Um, what did
love.
you? For me, when I first came to Mexico, bro, like I didn't take no course. I didn't have no. You remember how I told you I didn't have no girl or nothing. I
Nah.
just came in and I just dove straight off the cliff, went in and moved over here. So what
Mhm.
was your? Even though you in New York and you heard the Spanish language, how did it feel when you stepped off into that foreign land for the first time? Like what was the vibe that you got?
Honestly, the first time, bro, when you stepping off that plane, and let me just walk you through it, man, because I think I need a visual. Let's go. So I'm flying in JetBlue from New York, JFK. We came in the daytime. It was me, my homeboy, his best friend, and his pops. You know what I'm saying? Pops. Shout out to Pops too, man. I hope you watch this. This is my man right there. But it was four of us, man, and dude, we come off that airplane, bro. When that door cracked, you come off that airplane, you smell that ocean air, bro. You know you're not in the city no more. You know you're not
Yeah,
in New York. You're not nowhere you ever. It don't even smell like Miami. Miami don't even smell like that. Florida don't smell like that. Cali don't smell like that. You know what I'm saying? I live in
totally
Cali.
different.
It's something. It's a wet, heat, humid smell, tropical fruits and trees. You could hear birds. I swear you could hear birds walking through. You know what I mean? And then you hear the bongo dudes. And then you walk around that corner, and then you hear him, and you see him, and they doing their thing. You go, fam, get your little dollar, and then you come through that path, bro, and bro, you in Puerto Plata Airport. And bro, it's just a sight, man. You don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get your bearings. You're trying to figure out where you at. You know you're not, where you used to being at, but you're just rolling with it. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And you walk through, you pay $10. When I was going, it was $10 to get into the country. And you come out, bro, and the sun is just hot. Everybody yelling at you for a cab. You talking to your man, he da da da. You looking at the females. Then you starting to. Then this is your first glimpse into the DR. Uh, the female experience where you starting to
It's
look at them.
another world, right?
Okay, it's another world, bro. But it's a familiar world because
W-
coming from New York, you're around Dominicans, so
Yep, and you hear it all the time.
yeah,
Yep.
so the sound is familiar. You're not
Hmm.
taken off by the Spanish because you catching some of it because you go to the bodega, da 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 da. But you're catching it, right? But it's a different type of sound. It ain't. It
It's a
ain't. It ain't
different vibe,
true.
and for the record, they speak
Mhm.
different, okay?
They speak
Right?
different. Yeah.
So this is one thing I want all of you guys to know. Like when you travel to these Spanish countries, when you go to Puerto Rico, the Spanish is different. When you go to the DR, the Spanish is different. When you come to Mexico, the Spanish is different.
Yes,
The
sir.
difference between the Spanish, the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans in Mexican Spanish, they speak 10 times faster. You know what I mean? So like this, it's like speaking Spanish when you fast forward it. I learned Spanish through, the Google Translator. So that's one thing I'm gonna tell you guys. So like when you go to these countries, it's good to learn the basic Spanish, but it's gonna be totally different when you speak the Spanish. And so about the hotels, bro. How was the hotel? What is your expectation? That's another thing too. Before we go on,
Mhm.
well, you have to drop your expectations. Us living in the U.S., that was my number one thing when I
Um,
came here. Our expectations of a bathroom, clean bathroom, nice
mhm.
toilets, drinking water, all that goes out the window when you get to these foreign countries. What was the hotels and your living expectations like?
Well, I cheated a little bit, bro. When my homeboy told me where we was gonna be at because we had to. We booked our own spots pretty much. We had to go in and
Mhm.
book our own spots. So he told me the spot, and I looked at it, and it looked cool. Like the rooms looked decent. The room was what I expected it to be. It was up to par. TV, AC, bed, bathroom, everything was clean when I got in there. Fresh towels. TV played English, or you could put your hook your phone up to it or your Fire Stick or whatever. It had decent Wi-Fi in the joint. Um, now, to touch on those two real quick, the room and everything was up to par. You put your deposit down of like $50, and then when you get to the actual hotel, um, you pay with whatever you want to pay with at the window. So I just pay with cash, and it was cheap. It was, I think we were there for 7 days. My first time ever. I was this y'all 7 days, bro. And I think the room only cost me like $300 for the whole 7 days. Everything was clean. Everything was cool. They had a bar downstairs with food, so we just came downstairs and ate right there if you wanted to, or you could, take it up the street if you want, or any place you wanted to. Now, the thing I loved about it, and I want to touch on this right now, because this is how I leveled up my trade, my sorry, my traveling experience. We'll say at the Europa, bro. When I got there, we got there in the middle of the day, pulled in, checked in, everything was cool. First thing we did went to the store, got some waters. For my brothers traveling, I'm gonna give y'all some tips, man. When y'all get in these countries and it's hot, find out where the store is. Go to the supermarket. Go get you some Gatorades, some waters. Put in the fridge. If you got a big fridge, or if you got an Airbnb, get you some bread, maybe some lunch meat, pieces of fruit, whatever, just in case you never know. You get hungry in the middle of the night. You don't want to run out. You don't know what nothing is that. You don't want to get caught out there. So that's a pro tip, man. When you get into the country, always hit the market. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just get you a couple bottles of water, bro, that'll go a long way. Secondly, once we got in, you got to exchange your money. So that's another thing. You know what I mean? So brothers watching this, you got to exchange your money. So for me at the Europa, they had to exchange it right there. They had the prices right there, all the different currencies. So you already knew walking in what the exchange rate was. So it was a simple, boom, boom. They take your passport, they take a picture of it, exchange your money. You good? You in the town now. If for cats out there, for the DR, if you're running around and you don't, you run out of money, having fun, you run out of bread,
Mhm.
I would suggest to you that you wait till the daytime. You go into the bank and use your card in the bank. Don't go to the ATM. We all know it gets funny. You know what I mean? That you're in another country. They got the scammers. They got the shippers. They got everything. Them boys is out there. It's not the States. So I would take it into the bank. It's gonna take you a couple more minutes, but you're gonna get your bread. They're just gonna run your card through like a regular transaction, and they give you the money back and charge you a little fee on top of that. So that's the best thing I would tell you how to do if you in DR. Just go to the bank, bro. Don't even take it
Okay,
to.
good thing you touched on that. Now the other thing,
Mhm.
as us being New Yorkers, we think we the fastest. I wanted to bring this up, and I know you're gonna laugh your head off. We think we the fastest, slick talkingest, dudes on the planet. We think we done seen it all. I done been here in Mexico almost 8 years, and I thought that we had game. You're wrong. These guys, you know what I mean? The welfare system, this is another thing. There's no welfare system here. So these guys got to make money however they can to feed their children. These women got to feed their children in the U.S. If there was no welfare system, it'd be Beirut in the U.S. if there was no welfare system. So I respect these guys and I respect their hustle. What was some of the fastest and the quickest hustles? I done got 3 times here. All my years here. My first time I didn't know it was coming. The second time I seen it coming, and the third time I was just amazed, and I just let them rob me because I was amazed at how they did it. You know what I mean? Like if you could get me, you deserve it. So what was like the greatest things that the girls or the dudes done got you with that you was like, damn, that was good.
Honestly, I haven't really. I haven't. I'm not on wood, man. I honestly, not in DR. I haven't really got in DR, man. Um, just because I'm rolling with some guys, I know what they're doing, and
Okay,
that's
all right.
that's what I wanted to allude to real quick.
Okay, good point.
When I was at Europa, every morning I come downstairs. I'm used to getting up early, so I come downstairs 7:30, 8 o'clock. You excited? You know what I'm saying? All the OGs is down there. I'm talking about all the old OGs. I'm talking about the cats from the you know, um, documentaries that we don't watch, the Al Greens joint,
Yeah.
all the
Okay.
OGs down there, and they doing their thing. You know what I mean? They this is nothing for them. They didn't seen it all, been through it all. So for me, it's going down there and just listening to the game, bro. The game is coming out, and that's how I got it, bro. Just shutting up, being quiet, and listening to the game because they spitting the game to you. And if you got questions, humble yourself enough to be like, "Oh, gee, how do I do this? How do I do that?" And the OGs is gonna tell you. And you know, and that's what it was the first time. Oh, matter of fact, I do got a story for you. How I got you to say DR. I got you. They did. Yeah, they got me. But yeah, bro. Oh, damn, I gotta figure out how to tell that story because it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, it's the OG stuff
Oh,
in the
it
game.
came back to you?
Came back to me, bro. Came back to me. But yeah, let me share that story. So one of the nights, man, you know, I had my eye on a little female, and you know, this is like my third or fourth night, and at this point in time, playing it cool, you know, I'm because the confidence level when you in DR, bro, when you're in these countries, goes sky high, bro. You know,
Yeah.
because the roles are reversed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the hunted. You're not hunting. You're the hunted, and that feels good for a person like myself. You know, a short dude, no hair, big dude. You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like, oh man, like you
Hey,
know.
hey, one thing, Ken, before you go on, I said this one on my last show with Jay Dub.
Mhm.
It's a totally different. You gotta in New York, where we at, you gotta pull up in a Benz, Lambo. You gotta have $100,000 chain on.
Mhm.
You gotta have six pies on the block.
Mhm.
Pies, and y'all know what I mean by them pies. You know, you gotta be for her to even talk to you. So over there, all you need is $100, or all you need is
Nah, bro.
to be American,
American.
and you're
Mhm.
a come up over there. She's a 10. A 10 wouldn't speak to you in the US. She wouldn't even look your way in the US.
I'm,
Over
I'm,
there, it's conversation, you know, and they want to get to know you.
yeah, man. And for some dudes, it's a gift and a curse, man. And you can get drunk on it, and I understand that because um, that happened to me. You know what I mean? So let me tell you. So I was talking to a young lady and full of myself, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna spin the block. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna see what's going on out here. You know, da 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 da. Da. Come back, shorty gone. So I'm in my feelings a little bit because you know what I mean. You see, it's almost like, bro, you see one, you're like, oh man, I gotta get it, but I'm gonna play it cool because I don't, you know what I mean. Da, 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 da. So we get on our New York shit. You know what I'm saying? We get on our New York ish, and you know,
Yeah.
so I got my feelings hurt. Cool, whatever. OG came in, snatched her, and I could do. That's the game. That's the game. Game is the game. So end of the night, I'm just chilling, vibing. You know what I mean? Talking to some cats outside the Classico. Cats that I know the Classico. Chilling across the street from the Classico. End of the night, everybody going home. I see something. You know, I see a young lady I would like a company. You know what I mean? So, uh, long story short, we walk back to Europa. I'm now at this point I've started to drink. Drinking Mama Juanas. I'm drinking gin and tonics. I'm getting. I'm doing my thing. And young lady, nothing happens. Young lady goes into the bathroom. We're using that translator, and you know things change. You know, I'm not gonna go into detail, but uh, the arrangement changed magically, right? And I wasn't really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So you know me, I'm not. I've never been that dude to chase after a woman that way. You know what I mean? Never been that dude to be
Yeah.
thirsty. I know my surroundings. I know where I'm at. I'm here for 7 days. This is day three. You know, I'm cool, bro. I ain't really. You ain't even really where I want to hang out with right now. So you know, I told the young lady. I said, you know, in the best way I could, you know, my broken Spanish, you know, it's okay, mom. You can just go home. It's all right. You can just go home here. Gave you a few dollars, take a taxi, take a motor get home, get you some food, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She knows I'm having it. Blacking out. Da, 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 did you do this? I have my MacBook on the table. She picks my MacBook up. She starts waving it around. Da, 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 da. I grab it out of her hand, crumple up a few dollars. I throw it in the hallway. She runs out to go get the money. I close the door, get myself together because at this point, you know, I'm hot, I'm sweating, I'm talking crazy, and I open the door and I'm like, "Yo, Just come on, let's go. Let's go downstairs. I get all mama waving. I'm on the third floor now. So by the second floor, she getting quieter. By the first floor, she not saying nothing no more. On the third floor now, she yelling. Every floor we get now, she get quiet. Now we get to the first floor. Young lady gets an ID. Thank you so much, and walks away. We get outside, security, all my friends, people, all my homeboys. So we ain't been upstairs 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes max. So everybody still downstairs drinking, hanging good time. I come outside, I got t-shirt, I got a tank top on, I'm sweating, gangs. You know how we be, man. We just what the hell? They like, what happened? So the homeboys outside, what happened? I said, man, she tried to do me dirty, bro. Da-da-da-da. And guess what they did? Laugh right in my face. In true New York fashion, they laugh right in my face, bro. And that's the lesson you gotta learn, bro. Because
great lesson. You said it so good and danced around it. So all you gotta do is put them pieces together. You said it so magically that you know what I mean. Everybody ain't gonna catch it till they watch it. The boys that's still got milk in their breath, they gonna have to watch this 3 times to catch it. To hear what you just said. You said that beautifully. So a quick thing while we're on the females. What do you think about? I seen the videos. How beautiful are they, man? Like, as far as the deal, I seen some pictures and I seen some videos, but you need to tell them what they really like over there, as far as the beauty wise. What would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10? The DR women.
You know the DR women. You know, I'm just going off where I've been at now. You know what I mean? Because you know where I'm at next. So, but I gotta give them an 8, man. They're beautiful. They got the things that I like. Beautiful dark skin. I'm not overly big. Super. They don't have to be super light skin and all that stuff. But you know, just thick, beautiful hair, sexy. I'm not a fan of the fake stuff. So
Yes.
stuff goes on over there. So I'm not really a fan of that. But you know, what teach your own. You know what I mean? But you know, just beautiful, man. And you know, when I was going down there, the game was different, bro. You know, if you was in the company of a young lady, yeah, you know, you would get food. Um, you know, all types of stuff, man. They go to the supermarket for you.
Yeah. I heard the old stories, man.
Yeah,
Now it's different.
it's different, man.
Well, you got to blame it on these, Kev. You got to blame it on. This is what we were talking about before. You got to blame it on this generation now. It's not even this generation. It's the scent dudes. It's the scent mentality dudes. Because I click on some of these channels, man, and I see 40 and 50-year-old men. You know what I'm talking about. We ain't gonna blast brothers. We not gonna do that because this is not the channel for that. But you know, they got a talk show where they got 5 or 6 dudes arguing over holes, man. Like you know, like this is where the game's got to, and you can't get mad at these countries, and we already got a bad look because they're promoting the bad part. They're not promoting the best part about the country when you go over there. You know what I mean? So that's why we got a black eye for all this. And not to be racial, but these white guys been doing this shit for eons, and they never do this. They never blast what they doing, who they with on the internet put out, you know, what it was and how much it cost. They don't do that. That's why they will never get no flock for that. So brothers don't understand that, man. You know what I mean? So let's move on to that. So far as you know what, I love the Mexican food here.
Mm-hmm.
And you being from Harlem, I know you experienced the great Puerto Rican food. I do. I love the Mexican food. So what do you think about the food over there, man, compared to the PR food, the food over there and the food over here?
I mean, the food was amazing, bro. You know, I was there before you know, some of the big guys, the big names got there as far as food wise. Like Flip Flop and a couple other guys who have their own stuff down there. Shout to them. But I was down there, man, and even the man, the chef, the person who owned the restaurant, it was a woman who owned the restaurant downstairs from the hotel. And man, bro, you come down there and she'll bless you, fresh squeezed juices. I'm talking about Poppy pull up on the bike with the sugar cane and the passion fruit and the mango, and
Man,
she taking it straight from him, putting it in that thing, that blender, and getting it right and pouring it straight in. You know what I mean? It ain't no fresh.
man.
So
That's another thing too. We gotta encourage these guys to get off the block. There's nothing like having fresh squeezed orange juice in the morning, man. Waking up in front of the beach, man, with the water hitting your toes or your chancletas or whatever you got on, and the waitress bringing you a breakfast that you ain't never had before. That's what we call traveling, man. You know what I mean? I
and
mean
then you take
that's
it.
different levels of what's going on and what these guys need to experience and talk about instead of the bad parts. Now,
Mhm.
I wanted to get into
And just to touch on that
another
real
thing
quick,
too, the
real quick before
nightclubs.
we leave, real quick before we leave that though, um, to touch on that, it's a lot of American guys in DR making great food. I don't remember the brother's name, but it was an older cat. I'm not sure if he's still around or if he's passed away. Called Big Daddy's Barbecue down here. He probably still down there. Man, he had some ribs for you down there, man. Fast Freddy, that's my dude. On the beach, you already know. Get you a cigar, get you some food, good food. So, yeah, the food, man, definitely, definitely. I just wanted to shout that out because that's just part of
Hmm.
life, bro. That's sort of at that point that I do it.
And that's another reason, and that's another good reason why I go to travel to some places. Believe it or not, when we looking on the internet, we checking that city's or that country's resume. Food
Hmm.
is the third thing I look at when I'm traveling, man, because that's what I need to know. You
Bro,
know.
I thought chicken and rice, bro. I was like, I'm straight with that. But when you get there, man, the plantains, that mango, that fried eggs, the onions, bro, that whew,
Yes, sir.
presidentes, ice cold,
Woo!
buttermers, you know what I mean? So yeah, my boys got something. Y'all got something to look forward to, man. But yeah,
Okay.
what's the next question?
So now another good thing everybody want to know about. I don't drink or smoke. You already know that. I'm going on my
Mhm,
8th year, my sobriety, and I'm having the best years of my life. But I love to
mhm.
dance, man. My salsa, I love that reggaeton, so and I love that, that
Nigga,
bachata. I love
I
all that,
seen it.
man.
I done seen it, bro.
Hey, this is another quick thing too, though, Kev. Like
Mhm,
us as our older years, that standing on the wall. I'm gonna give the brothers some advice.
mhm.
That standing on the wall, being cool in the states. You got a $2,000 outfit on, and you on the wall, you on the wall, laid up, with your chain on. Where that's gonna get you when you cross to these other countries, Kev.
I'll get you in the club, maybe. You can sit down.
But it ain't gonna get you no females. The foreign women don't want a dude that doesn't have
They
no
don't,
excitement.
bro. They don't care about that. I've walked through Rio de Janeiro. I walked through Lapa. It's a true story. Me, Jay International, a couple other brothers, walking through Lapa, 4D. Just walking through. Hey yo, let's go into the spot right here. Go to a spot that got live band, black. This is Rio. So it's not much, not bachata. It's their own. Their own. It's still soul music, bro. It ain't. You know what I mean? It's just a different rhythm. Um,
Hmm.
they still got the heavy bass drums. They still got the guitars. They got the bass. But females are dancing. And they dancing on their own. I mean, they doing their little whatever. But it ain't no trip, right? You walk in, catch eye contact. Okay, and then it's on. That's it. And you'll dance with Shorty all night. No problems. Nobody stepping on your feet. Nobody. That's my girl grabbing you. Pouring drinks on you. None of that, bro. None of that foolishness. You know what I mean? You just in there. You just in there, bro. We've been in what's the spot? Pink Elephant. Man, in Salvador Bahia, bro. $5 to get in. Women everywhere dancing. They was twerking before we knew what twerking was. That's that bop, 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 bop.
Yep.
Doing that 4 years ago, bro. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They was in the pink elephant, like, what the heck they doing? Like, what's going on? But they own it. Things don't change, they just recycle, bro. So, that nightlife, man, it ain't it's no drama. Sasua either, bro. I mean, even though it's a bunch of New York cats in there, there's a bunch of Chicago cats in there, a bunch of DC, a bunch of Florida, a bunch of Miami dudes out there, and no static. Old cats, young cats. When I was there, old cats, young cats. no static, bro. No, this my girl, this is wild, just don't touch my chick, da, 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 all that foolishness. And bro, when I went, you couldn't. The OGs made it clear you could not take out a camera. No camera phones, no recording, no nothing. I understand the game's gotten different now, and I understand that people have different agendas and goals, and people want to do different things and all that. But man, bro, I think that's probably the biggest thing. I think that's ruining the whole passport experience. Is these guys pulling out phones? And I know YouTube is a ways and means to stay out of the matrix, and I understand.
Yeah.
And shout out to the late great Charles Tyler. That's was his ways and means.
That's our triple OG, man.
That's our
Shout out to the
OG,
guy.
to the guy, bro. But he was doing it in a way to inspire guys and not to put down anybody. If you look at his videos, he always showed the best of the country and not anything negative as far as anything. You know what I mean? As far as females, food, anything. He never showed that. And I think that when we got to those places, we grown men. We're gonna deal with the good and the bad when we land. That's just how it is. And um, we were prepared for that, but we came in with the mindset that this is probably going to be the best time of our life, and we're going to be thinking about this until our days are over, bro. Because that's just the experience that we had, man.
Yes, sir.
But to get back to the DR part, man, bro, like we wasn't playing with cameras down there. I mean, they made that very clear. It wasn't even from the women, bro. It was from the other my cats that was with me, giving me the game. Bro, you don't pull out a phone. You don't record nothing. These women
Yep.
out here doing what they doing because they gotta feed their family. Don't disrespect them in that aspect. And
Yep.
I can respect that, bro, because it's like, okay, you breaking it down to me in a way that makes sense, and I respect them. At the end of the day, I still got respect for everybody, bro. No matter who you are, unless you cross that line. But we know how we do. But it's respect for everybody, bro. And it's like,
Yep.
okay,
Hey, so another thing, okay.
mhm.
Um, so if guys want to live over there, could you live over there? Would you? How is the living like
um,
here? Like, what's the living situations like? Is there apartments nice over here? You can get something nice. Now the economy's so bad over here. All the Americans are trying to flood here to Mexico. So you remember when I had my crib, I was paying
yeah,
350, close to 400.
mhm,
Now out there, it's like 600 now.
yeah.
Where I'm at now. So how is the cost of living in DR? Is it worth it?
I didn't. I think it was. I mean, I had a homeboy down there. I ain't gonna say his name, but I had a homeboy um, that did get a spot down there. I think he was paying like 800 a month, but he had a nice spot. Doorman, modern building, and he was in Santiago. Now, for me, I don't trust living in the town full time like something like Sasu or anything like that. Just because the game don't never stop, and
It's
you
too
know
fast.
it's too fast, bro. To be there
Yeah.
all the time, it's just too fast. And
Yeah. We're
everybody,
we're older now. In our younger
yeah,
years, we would love it.
not even in the younger years because you got to think about it. These girls be going home, bro. They don't be there all week. They
Oh,
go home to
oh
their
yeah, yeah.
families,
I
bro.
forgot. I forgot.
It's the
Sasu is
game.
like TJ,
It's like
basically
yeah.
like Tijuana.
Mhm.
It's the hub. They come from all over the
Yeah.
country to
Mhm.
come there, work, and then go home.
Then they take their butt home. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. I got you. Got you.
it's like it's cool. You live there. But I stayed in Santiago for about I think I want to say like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Um, and I stayed by the hospital. Just because if there it was any blackouts, um, we right by the hospital, bro. They got the nice
Uh-huh.
electricity because it's the hospital. They got the power plant right there. Also, my thing was fears of flooding. You know what I'm saying? So Sosua and Puerto Plata, they right there by the beach. You know what I mean? So if anything, they flood, they have tropical storms, anything like that. The city pretty much flooded out, bro. You pretty much like, you got to stay on the second floor type stuff. So for me, I thought, okay, well, if you are gonna go, I would probably stay like inland Santiago, which is because Sosua is on Puerto Plata is on one side, then in Santiago, then on the other side is the capital and all that. Punta Cana, I mean, Santo Domingo and all that's on the other side of the island. So for me, I was like, all right, we stay in the middle. You straight. You don't got to worry about flooding. You don't got to worry about storms coming in, and the water's not going to come in all the way inland. The internet was pretty good. for guys that are working online. So it just takes a long time to get everything, bro. That's all it was. Like, because at one point we were planning on it, man. I was planning on staying out there for about 3 months with my homeboy and just thugging it out, but just wasn't enough space, and the situation just, he just didn't like the situation, so ended up coming back. But yeah, you could find a nice spot out there, bro. You could definitely find you a nice spot.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, so so we're gonna wind down and give the people
Hmm.
um the do's and the don'ts. Like if I was going to the DR, so they would so they understand. You got people that still green around their gills.
Hmm.
The things that you should prepare for when you get to the DR. If I was going to do, what were the things that you would tell these people to prepare for when you're going to the DR?
Oh man, I mean the list is not for me. The list is not as long as going to, like I say, Brazil, because you're not going as far. But for guys, I tell you, I'm gonna give you some, like I said, some pro tips, bro. Before you leave, I would tell guys, just make sure you have enough cash on you. Um, don't go to your bank and exchange rate. Don't exchange no money in the states, bro. You're gonna get destroyed. The exchange rate is ridiculous. Even if you're doing like $100, it's not worth it. For the DR, it's not worth it. So I tell guys, just come down there with enough cash. Have a budget. Know what you're gonna spend, or have an idea what you're gonna spend. If you go over budget, if you spend too much money, like I said, go into the bank. Don't just go to the ATM machine, bro. It's not worth it. I mean, because that could ruin your trip too. Uh, study some Spanish. Study some Spanish. Something.
That's
You know what I mean? Hola, something.
rule number
Hola, something. You know
rule
what I mean?
number uno.
Learn
Don't go
something.
over there and don't know no Spanish, because if you don't, they're
I
gonna take you
mean,
to the bank.
yeah, they're gonna
They're
take you
gonna
to the
take you
bank.
to
You're
the
gonna
cleaners.
you're gonna
So
get the
you
gringo price.
so Google Translator for you guys. Google Translator is your best friend, even
Yeah,
if you don't know no Spanish, because it'll help you get by. You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean?
Yep.
Okay. And some of the things.
Some other
What about
things
some of the things? Oh, you got
I
something else you want to add on, Kev?
Yeah, yeah. A couple other things real quick. Like I said before, yeah, Google Translate is awesome. When you do get into the town, I would do Airbnb if you're not comfortable. You know what I mean? Airbnb is fine. Just do Airbnb, get you a spot, handle it through them. Um, when I was going, Airbnb wasn't that big, so we had to deal with the spot, but it was still cool. Like I said before, hit the store. If you're into sewer, there's a supermarket over there. Just walk over there or have somebody take you over there, get you some supplies, toilet tissue, wet wipes, lotion, like I said, Gatorades, water, whatever you need, may need. If you want to get alcohol, that's the place to go get it. Don't go to the bars if you're a drinker, or if you like to have your little nightcap in the crib, or you like to, do a little pregame, go to the supermarket, get you some bottles. They cheaper in there. Go to the little liquor stores out there and get you some bottles. If you're a bigger dude, this is for my big dudes going down there. Bring your tank tops, man. Bring your shorts. Don't. It don't matter. Don't think you're gonna impress nobody. Don't think somebody looking at you. It don't matter, bro. Be comfortable. Bring your Crockies. Bring your slides.
Great,
However, however,
great advice, bro.
however you go, however you comfortable, you come. I'm gonna tell you what to leave. Leave that chain at home. Leave that watch at home. You don't need it. You don't need it. You need you, bro. The most I would say, maybe a nice a watch or something. Nothing, bro. Nothing crazy. Nothing you spend no real money on. Nothing flashy. If you got like a little Rolex or something cool, whatever that it's whatever, but you don't need it. It's not needed. You know what I'm saying? You whatever your objective is, you still gonna get to it without that. You know what I mean? Um,
Great, good point.
point. And then lastly, bro, I'm gonna tell you cats, man, slow down on that alcohol, bro, because it's. I'm a true story. I went my first time. I went down there. I remember I went 7 days. I was drinking every day. You know what I mean? And when I was trying to have my fun and all that, I was feeling like, I wasn't myself, bro. I couldn't enjoy myself because, I'm drinking and I'm sluggish and, I got whatever, right? But my second time I went, I only drank Mama Juana. For guys that don't know marijuana is, look it up. But drink the marijuana, and that was good. I stopped the alcohol, bro. I put it down. I had a better time. I felt I was more energized. You know, I was able to move around a little bit more. So I tell guys, watch the alcohol. You don't gotta drink every day. You know, Presidente is cool, but as far as getting drunk, Henny every night. I know we from New York. That's what we do, but you don't gotta do it. It's too hot for that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's too hot for that Henny. Yeah. So man,
And before we
mhm,
close it out,
yep.
we gotta, you gotta hit them with the other part. The shit that you don't do,
The shit that you don't do.
unless look, the shit that you don't do, so they don't take that money, say they don't get you for the last couple of dollars, they don't get your
Mhm.
passport. So the things that for these people that's green around the gills, give them a
Right.
couple of things that you shouldn't do when you're over there
So,
or on
so the
your way
first,
there.
so the first thing you need to do is make sure wherever you at, make sure they got a safe. If you're in the hotel, make sure you got a safe. Um, keep your stuff locked up. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep your stuff locked up. Don't even put yourself in a position where you can't be taken advantage of. Whatever you're gonna spend that day, take it with you. When I run out, and run out. Go home. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell cats, go back, regroup, take a shower, think about what you have to do, because you need that. Because if you just going, you're gonna burn out. Secondly, bro, be careful around the police in DR. You know what I'm saying? Treat them with respect. They say hi back. Don't talk back. Don't act stupid. Don't what you're looking at. Don't get smart. Oh, hola, Poppy, what's going on? Are you good? You need something to drink? Everybody good? Keep it pushing. Police will get you out there. It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? You are the tourist, but if you acting stupid, they'll act stupid right along with you. You know what I'm saying? Stupid games win stupid prizes, and you go and win that prize. I'm guaranteed. Um, thirdly, bro, don't be thirsty with them females. Don't follow them females. They are my house is over here. F that. You going to my spot. Don't play them games, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't yeah, this person gonna bring you over or all that. Nah, bro. You move how you would move in New York. Move with like a G. Move prepared. Move prepared for everything. You're not in your arena. You're not in your space. So you got to follow the rules of where you at. So you got to play by that rules. But at the same time, you got to know when to get low and get up out of there. So you just be smart, bro. Just be smart. Um, and move smart. You know what I mean? Don't be in the club sloppy drunk. It's not New York. It's not the States. You know what I'm saying? People will get you. Will dig in your pockets. Will take whatever you got with the
Excellent.
quickness. With the quickness. And that doesn't mean some. And I'm not talking about people jumping you or beating you up. I'm talking about females got them fingers, bro. I've seen it more than 5, 6, 7 times. I didn't see walking down past the Classico, coming out, one bump, they in your pocket. So that's why, and at the end of the night, that's why I didn't like coming out at the end of the night because everybody be so bunched up. And you know what I mean? So you keep your hands in your pockets. I mean, we from New York, we already know what it is. But for y'all green cats out there, it's the same scenario, bro. Keep your hands in your pockets, know your surroundings, peep everything, watch everything. Watch how people moving, watch how people spin the block. You know what I mean? Don't be paranoid, but just be observant. Be observant. Don't be sloppy. Da da da. If you do partake in the fire, and if you know what I mean, keep that for your spot. You know what I mean? Do that when you get back to your spot. Nobody cares about you rolling the biggest J, you know what I mean, in the middle of the street. That don't matter out there, bro. You know what I mean? None of that stuff matters. So whatever you like to do, partake in, you do that in your room, bro. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. Nobody's gonna bother you. Nobody's gonna knock on your door and all that BS like they do in the States. Um, and I would say lastly, man, be prepared, bro. Have a plan. When you get off that airport, if you got a taxi driver, make sure he there. Make sure your Airbnb is ready. Ask a million questions. Don't be scared to
You
ask.
know what? You know what you say? Have a plan. That's it's so brilliant and it's so simple
Hmm.
because I came here with no plan. I just came here and dove straight in. You
Well, we
understand what I'm
different
saying? But
breeds,
we can
bro.
do that.
I did the same thing. I came to Cali with no plan, bro. You already know how we came. We just showed up. I ain't never
But
leave.
you understand what I'm saying? So that's it for the guys that's green around the gills.
Hmm.
Have a plan, man. If you don't go there and just and you don't know what's going on, have a plan.
Hmm.
Have what you're doing and how you move and have it thought out. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So but yeah, so this is episode number 2. My man KT, man. We got about another 10 episodes, man, from him. He's my boy's been all over the place and he's gonna share his knowledge with y'all. And that's just DR. So, we just heating up. Remember, y'all go to the Travel in the Culture page, Travel in the Culture page on Facebook, Travel in the Culture page on Instagram. KT, you got anything moving? What you got moving? What you got shaking right now?
Right now, man, we trying to help brothers get out the matrix, man. So go ahead and follow me on IG, Bearded Nadex. I'm gonna be teaching guys how to trade. Continue to do that. That was the mission. The OG Charles Tyler put me on, so I'm gonna keep running that until
Shout out to
the
the OG, man.
So, yeah, man. Oh, we gonna get into that on the next one, bro. We just scratching the surface with these.
Yeah, so this
When
is
we get to
all, just what
Brazil,
you
it's
guys don't
smoking.
know. This is Travel in the Culture. Travel in the Culture
Mhm.
means us. We gonna help each other with our businesses and everything. So, this is church, Travel in the Culture Church, man. So this is what we're gonna do. And
Man,
we just enlighten y'all and y'all just get distracted because it's go time, man. We out here. It's
baby.
episode number 2. KT, we out.
We out, bro. Peace.
Peace.